All right, guys, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the highly anticipated match showdown between two of the most popular finance apps out there. This is brought by popular demand. We have in one corner Personal Capital, and I will be the Personal Capital champion today. And in the other corner, we have Mint, and Jake will be the champion for Mint today. Comment down below which one you prefer, which one won the showdown, and always make sure you subscribe if you have not, to be able to promote this video to other people so that they can find the app that they need.
We're not begging, we're kindly asking.
Kindly asking, strongly enforcing, take your pick.
There will be no punishments enforced.
Let's get right into it, guys. So we thought we'd give you a quick rundown, show you the main features of the app. We love seeing it hands-on personally, so we wanted to show you guys how it works, and then we'll go kind of side by side comparing the two on their different features. So first main page of Personal Capital, you have your net worth feature, and it has a beautiful graph showing your net worth and how it increases or decreases over time. The other thing shows you your assets and liabilities and all the accounts you have linked, your investments, your credit cards, your mortgages, your loans. So then it has your transactions right here, just shows you all your transactions that you have. If you want to find any deposits or expenditures, all right there on this transactions page. You have another part where it's your cash flow, and it resets every month. So we just barely started, paid my rent, I'm negative. But not to worry, we're not really negative money. Then it'll just show you in comparison with the last month. It'll show your income versus your expenses and how they compete with each other, and your overall cash flow, where you're at versus how much you've made, how much you've spent. Then it has a budgeting feature right here. It has a little graph, and it'll show you your income versus your expenses right there. And it'll go through the different categories, how much you've spent of your budget, and how it compares with the last month right here. And you can go through and change the different categories of each expense. Then it has your investment portfolio right here, shows you how you're doing with all the different investment accounts you have linked, and shows you if they're growing or shrinking with a pretty little background right there. It has a financial planning feature, and it'll kind of show you if you need to work on a little bit of things, how you're doing with your financial planning. And it has a financial advisor down here to show you if you have $100,000 or more in your investment portfolio, it will give you advisement, show you what you can do to change, show you what you can do to improve with your investment portfolio.
You need $100,000, so guys, like, subscribe, comment, get this video out there for Ethan.
Oh yes. So that's a quick rundown of Personal Capital. Pretty simple, all in one place. And that's what we have for you. After we show the Mint rundown, we'll compare them side by side and show you the pros and cons.
Okay, real quick overview of Mint. This little graph up here, you can look at your net worth, track that, or your spending. So if you click it, you can get like more in depth there. Net worth, 30 days, all time. Then you go to just your summary of your accounts, your investment accounts, your loans, your credit cards, your cash. Latest transactions, you can see right there. This is the thing with Mint, is they have a lot of these ads here. So those might get a little annoying, but you can exit out of them. A little instruction guide, how to use Mint. Then you go to the bread and butter. You've got this month, the upcoming bills. You can kind of see what you've got. I can cut down on my bills, no thanks for right now. Then you go to your budget. This is Mint's bread and butter, their budget. They're one of the best budgeting apps out here. So you can see all of your budgets, what you've set up, and how much you've put towards those budgets. Pretty quick and easy right there. They turn red and yellow depending on how much you've spent. Then beautiful little graphs here, looking at your cash flow, earn versus spend. And then you can set up goals, which is kind of a fun thing. They've also got a lot of financial resources, which is kind of cool. Click on those, do a whole bunch of learning. Marketplace, you can look for any of these things here. If you have it, you can look at seeing maybe you can get a cheaper home loan or a cheaper insurance quote, things like that. So that's Mint for you.
Beautiful. So as we compare the budgeting features between Mint and Personal Capital, let's look at how they compare with each other. How would you rate Mint's budgeting?
Mint's budgeting is straightforward, pretty simple. It's got your little graphs, easy to look at. You set it up and it automatically tracks how much you've spent towards that. You might need to tweak some categories, like sometimes it puts groceries and shopping. It kind of mixes those up. So you just need to do that and it'll remember it. The thing with a lot of budgeting apps is they are a report card. Which is kind of tough, but it's a very good report card.
Yeah.
And you can see your overview very simply and see how much money you're spending. So It's one of the famous ones for good reason. It's pretty quick and easy, and I really like it.
With Personal Capital's budgeting, it doesn't break it down to show you how much money you can spend in each category, which is a great budgeting feature that Mint has that Personal Capital does not, but it does kind of give you that snapshot, that pie chart overview of how much money you spend and where it's going each month.
So I think if we were to rate the difference, I think we would say Mint's budgeting is probably more comprehensive and a little more
superior.
easy to use. Yeah, it's more adaptable. You can change things. I don't know, Personal Capital is just kind of like, this is your snapshot. Number one question of every budgeting app, how much does it cost? Happy to tell you, Mint is free.
Happy to tell you, Personal Capital, also free.
Equal grounds.
Equal. It's a tie. Moving on to the next round. Round number 3, we're looking at the financial picture of both Personal Capital and Mint. Personal Capital, this is, as you said, Personal Capital's bread and butter. So it really just shows you the overall net worth that you have. You can link all of your accounts in this one app. So it really shows you how much money you have because it combines everything and doesn't leave a single thing out. For that reason, I think Personal Capital is very fantastic because it does show you in everything with your investments, debts, and your liquid assets.
So Mint also gives you a good net worth overview, financial picture. It's really good at giving you your budget picture and then your spending and income picture. It has the net worth, which isn't as comprehensive as Personal Capital, but it does show you kind of a little graph, like Personal Capital's main header. Personal Capital breaks it down into a couple more. So right as you open up Mint, it gives you a fantastic snapshot of your net worth, but it's kind of limited as opposed to Personal Capital.
Yeah, as Mint kind of leans more towards budgeting, Personal Capital leans more towards your net worth and giving you your overall financial picture. So that's kind of where they differ between the two apps.
Yeah, so this one I've got to give to Personal Capital.
That's a W. In terms of ease of use, how easy this app to use and how pretty the app is, I think Personal Capital does a very good job. It's very simple. It has few tabs and each tab is a very comprehensive page that lets you know exactly what you're looking at. So it does a fantastic job there and is really simple, not too many crazy colors jumping out at you, and it has a nice graph on each page so you can see with a visual as well as with the words to give you those two different types to see how you're doing.
Ease of use for Mint is pretty easy. It does a lot of it automatically for you. It's kind of a one setup and you're done.
Yeah.
So it does all that for your budget. It does all that for your net worth and spending and income tracking. So very easy to use. The platform is pretty easy to use also. I mean, you've got your overview, next page is your budget. And from there, you're able to see your budget and manipulate that. It's color coordinated. Yellow is your close, red is your over, green is your good. Simple as that.
Both of these apps pretty much tie in the ease of use. They're both very simple, very straightforward and to the point, and very simple to use. So we can't really declare a real winner in this category.
So round number 5, we're really going on a while here. So the ability to teach you finance and its financial resources. Mint does a really good job. Right at the bottom, it has a couple links you can click to learn more. And it's really good at giving you links to certain topics, and I really like it that way.
Personal Capital with your financial information advisors. It has a financial advisor, like we said. You need to have at least $100,000 in your investment portfolio to be able to receive this financial advisor help. So it doesn't initially give you as many resources, but once you reach that, there are people available to help you manage your portfolio. Personal Capital also has a financial planning little page, and it has a bunch of little tips and tricks and little suggestions on things that you can do to change where your money's going, your asset allocation, to be able to increase your personal finance. So it does have that page as well, which is super awesome for the tips and advisorship.
So they're pretty close. I would say Mint probably has a couple more resources for you, articles, tips, things like that. And Personal Capital has some cool opportunities for a financial advisor. And then they also have that investment planning, which is awesome.
Yeah,
very good tips and tricks and the reasons why you do that. I might say Mint comes out a little bit on top here.
We'll give it to you. One thing we are huge with here is automating your finances. So Personal Capital, it doesn't really have anything automatic to it. You will have to manage or kind of look at it. It doesn't automatically pull in things into a savings account or do anything like that. So it doesn't really do anything automatic, as much as I hate to admit it, but let's see what Mint has to do.
So the automatic part of Mint is basically just its budget and tracking and saving tracking. It doesn't do some of these other cool things like these other apps that we've talked about, Digit, Pocketguard, where it just like pulls money automatically, but it is very good at just automatically syncing up your account and getting it all set up so you can look at it.
Yeah, once again, we kind of come to a little bit of a tie on personal capital versus Mint with the automatic feature.
As far as saving for a goal, Mint has a very easy section to look at right there, and it tracks it, shows you your progress, and keeps it really straightforward.
That is a kind of a key budgeting feature, something that a great budgeting app should have, and Mint does lean a little bit more towards budgeting, and personal capital a little bit more away towards from budgeting. So they don't necessarily have a savings goal feature that you can put in to your personal capital. So we're gonna have to give this one to Mint. It just gives you your overall net worth, which is, in my opinion, the most important thing. So when Jake and I look at a finance app or a budgeting app, we really ask the question, will this app help me in my personal finances? What will it add to me? So personal capital, what this adds to us is that it gives you your overall view of your net worth. It links all your accounts that you could ever imagine, and it brings it all into one to show you if you have more assets or if you have more liabilities, and how much kind of debt you have versus how much you have in your savings. So it really just gives you an overall snapshot or net worth of how much money you have, which I think is super key. One of the first steps to being able to improve your personal finances is to know how much money you have and if you're broke or if you actually are making money. So I think personal capital is very helpful in that aspect of letting you know how much money you really have with all your accounts.
And I'd say Mint is very helpful with the budgeting feature. It leans more towards budgeting, and it's really good at budgeting. So it's very helpful. Once again, I've said this 1,000 times. It's awesome at giving you a snapshot, giving you a report card. Pretty colors, pretty graphs, and that's how it's helpful. I think helpful is kind of a subjective term, kind of what you're looking for. Maybe some people are looking more towards an overview, and some people maybe need help with budgeting. Honestly, as far as helpful goes, they might tie because you might be looking for different things. An important part of a finance app is being able to notify you of large expenses or large deposits or things like that. And I think Mint does a pretty good job at telling you if your account balance is low, if there's an unusually large deposit or expense. And it's very good at just notifying you, or if you're getting close or if you've gone over budget.
Personal capital with the notifications side, they do send you a notification when you get paid. It goes, hey, you got paid, which is awesome to know when you actually get money. The other notification that they do is every Sunday, they'll send me an email of kind of the previous week's report. It shows me if my investment portfolio increased. It shows me if my net worth increased or decreased, and kind of how many transactions that you spend. So it gives you a great snapshot of the week to see if your investment portfolio and your net worth increased or decreased. With the notifications as well, in the comparison, it goes back to what you're looking for. Mint gives you notifications on the budgeting side to let you know if your account is low, if you went over. Personal capital gives you notifications on the overall net worth side. So it depends on what type of notifications or what things you are looking for.
Well, there you have it. That was basically a comprehensive overview of all of the apps and all of their specs. If you found one is more valuable to you than the other, make sure to comment below. And honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with having both.
No.
A lot of people will have personal capital in addition to a budgeting app because they are separate enough and valuable enough that they can each support each other.
For sure. So get them both, try them out. Let us know what you think. If you have other suggestions on different reviews that you would like us to do, let us know and we'll do a review video. This was actually a suggestion, so let us know what you want to do and we will hit it for you guys, okay? Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.